This is a series I used to do way back in the day. Just decided to bring it back.
Yeah.
What's going on, gangsters? Movie John here, and I'm looking at my Blu-Rays, and I just decided to bring back, yes, favorites from the collection. I don't have a whole lot, but what I do have some big-time favorites. First few favorites are these right here, Insidious. Love this film. And it keeps getting better and better, I think. Insidious 2 and Insidious 3, which I need the fourth one. Right beside it, I have a box set here. I'm put on top here. This is the Planet of the Apes trilogy. I love this trilogy. You got Rise, you got Dawn, and you got The War. Saw all three of these in the theater. Well, not really all three. I saw the last two, I should say. I watched the first one on DVD after my daughter told me about it, and it done been out, and part 2 had came out. And then I went and seen part 2 and 3 with my daughter, and we love them. My son don't like them. I don't know why. He hasn't even watched them, but they're just great. It's the best trilogy I've seen in probably 20 or 30 years. And speaking of trilogies, right beside that one, I didn't plan it this way. It's just worked out this way. The Purge collection. You have The Purge Anarchy, and The Purge Election Year. Now, the first Purge is probably my favorite. I also like the second one, but the third one I don't really care much for. And yeah, I do have the first Purge is right beside it. It's not too bad, but I still like to go back to the first two. If you ain't never heard of this, check this out. This is great to watch probably around this time, Halloween, spring. It doesn't look like much, but it is crazy. And it says, Love is a Monster. Sure is. And then we got 10 Cloverfield Lane. This is the first movie me and Rousey watched on our second date. Yeah, we watched it on demand. She had it at her place, and we checked it out, and I decided to get it one day when I seen it pretty cheap. Another favorite of mine is Hustle and Flow. You can't go wrong with this one. I love this movie. So great. And raunchy and raw, buddy, but it's good. I got this one a few months back, almost probably about a year ago, close to it. The Prince collection, movie collection, it says. Of course, it's got Purple Rain, it's got Under the Cherry Moon, and it's got Graffiti Bridge. Purple Rain is probably one of the best movies. If I had a top 10 of the 80s, would be in the top 10. I haven't checked out the other ones yet. I did see Under the Cherry Moon many moons ago, but don't really remember a whole lot about it. Purple Rain is one of my favorites of all time. And you can't go wrong with this. Can't wait till the new Kong comes out with Godzilla. But Kong Skull Island, seen this in the theater as soon as it came out on Blu-Ray and DVD. Had to pick it up. Great film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And right beside it, even though a lot of people diss the other King Kong, Peter Jackson's, I love it too just as much. And yeah, it is a tad long, but you know, Kong Skull Island. Kong Skull Island. That's hard to say for me for some reason. Takes a different take on it than the Peter Jackson one does. And down here, I got these, I don't know, 7-8 months ago, the Rocky collection on Blu-ray. Got all the films. Got some cool artwork and stuff I'm not going to really show off in this, but I mean, Rocky is classic. And you can't go wrong with Rocky collecting. I mean, all 4 of them, or actually there's 6 of them on this film. I don't know why I said 4. But yeah, there's all 6 of them on here. Great films. That's all I can say about it. Everybody knows Rocky. And the last one for this one is Phantasm. One of the best horror movies growing up, I remember. This came out like 78, 79. And this transfer on this Blu-ray is great. It looks like it just came out yesterday. Great film. If you haven't seen Phantasm, and there's a few parts, you know, other parts to them. I think there's 5 altogether. You have to check it out. Great classic horror movie. So that's it for the Blu-rays here. I might do another one on some more Blu-rays, but favorites from the collection is back. And hope everybody enjoyed it. And if you've seen any of these movies and some of these are your favorites, let a gangster know. Till next time.